Yo, 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 how y'all feeling? Y'all good? I know I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
I'm your host, Solomon,
I'm your girl, Toya.
and this is the Be Different Podcast. Welcome back to the Be Different Podcast. As the intro just stated, I'm your host, Solomon, here with my mom.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Toya.
Oh, yeah, man, we back again with our second visual show, man.
Yay!
Yep. As we said on the last visual show, we told y'all visuals every week now, so we just trying to get our setup together. As you can see right now, we still got the sign in the background. We ain't got our full setup yet, but it is on the way, so y'all just be looking out. But we gonna keep the visual coming for y'all. Y'all know y'all can listen to the Be Different Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast. All at the Be Different Podcast.
And y'all know what it is. As usual, go to social media and follow us. Instagram @_Be Different Podcast. Twitter or X @_Be Different Pod. YouTube, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Be Different Podcast. Is where you get to see our faces at.
Oh, yeah.
Go subscribe.
Oh, yeah, and like she said, man, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, but continue to listen and download the Be Different Podcast as well, man. I think we like almost 200 downloads away from 2,000 downloads.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that.
yep,
Okay.
yep. So y'all
okay.
make sure to keep listening and download, man. But let's go ahead and get into today's episode.
All right, y'all know how we do it. It ain't over yet.
Nope.
High school football.
High
This
school
is
football still
championship
going on.
week. Yes. Championships started last night, Thursday night.
Mhm.
The first game that was played was Class 1A,
1A.
which was our division,
Yep.
the division we played in. And it was between Biggersville and
Velma Jackson. Yep.
Biggersville, that was a good game, y'all. I watched
most
most of that game.
It was a very good game.
It was a high-scoring game, but neither defense did anything. If you want me to be honest with you,
one on. Like she said, none of the defense did nothing from both teams. It was a very high-scoring game.
that game ended up being
53 to 49.
Biggersville won.
Uh-huh.
Biggersville. What is he a wide receiver? Trey
Man,
Gunn.
wide receiver, running back, he everything. Really ain't DB. He played both sides of the ball.
He played both sides of the
he
ball.
all over the field.
He ended up scoring the game-winning touchdown with 9 seconds left
Uh-huh.
in the game. And it was a back and forth game
And the
all
whole time,
night. Like I
she said earlier, man, wasn't no defense really being played, but Biggerville did get some stops. Like I said, Trey Gunn, he did have a game-winning touchdown. He had a whole bunch of touchdowns. Biggerville quarterback, he had like 6 passing touchdowns as well to go along with that.
Speaking of Biggersville Biggersville quarterback, he was named MVP of the game. He was 21 of 25 passing for 373 yards and 6 touchdowns, like Solomon said. So that young man had himself a game
right there.
because the computer was right there.
Making it hard on yourself, y'all. She ain't even looking at the camera, y'all.
You had me struggling.
Nah, you had yourself struggling.
Whatever. Anyway, congratulations to the Biggersville.
Yep.
What are they? Lions.
You know they ain't no Rams.
That's part of it. I'm winning the Class 1A State High School Championship. This was their first time winning it. So congratulations to them.
Yep.
And like I was telling Kimber earlier today, you want the team to put you out to win it all.
No, you don't.
I would.
I don't. What I want them to win for, they put me out. I want somebody to beat them. That's crazy.
Because that show that was a good team that put you out.
No, I mean we just lost. What I'm going for the team to put me out for.
All right, it was 2 games last night. The other game was Class 5A between West Point Golden Wave and Laurel. West Point
Tornadoes.
Yep, West Point won that game 35-7.
Yep. I knew West Point gonna win that game.
I did too. Honestly, it really wasn't a good game to me.
It wasn't at all. West Point came in there and dominated
They
I thought they would.
Yeah,
I had no doubt about that.
And not taking away anything from West Point because I mean they did what they had to do to win it, but it wasn't a good because they dominated so much.
That's what you wanted to be the state championship. They made it. They dominated, but man, like you said, not taking nothing from West Point, but Lord, they really didn't come out there and do it. I thought they were gonna go out there and do more than what they did.
Yeah. But Caden Daniels, Florida commit, West Point's running back, he had 253 rushing yards on 28 carries and 3 touchdowns. And of course, he was named the game's MVP.
Yeah, he had a good game. But then, like I've been saying, shout out to number 1, bro. Tim, he had a good game last night, too. He was be running that ball, too. And like they swap him out back and forth. Tim will run the ball, take him out there. KD will get the ball running.
Yeah. And also, congratulations to West Point because as of now, they are the only team in the state of Mississippi with 12 state championships.
Yep. I saw that.
And the reason I say as of now is because Louisville hadn't played yet.
Yeah.
Louisville play tomorrow. They win.
Yeah,
they would tie West Point.
Okay. So, I mean, hey, look like GTA running it right now.
GTA is
running the area right now.
Class 2A played today.
Yeah, they played today.
They played today at 4, and they played. It was Charleston and Heidelberg.
Yep.
Charleston pulled it off 26 to 22.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
A very good game.
Heidelberg's defense, if they had to play the first half the way they played the second half, they would have won. They shut Charleston down second half.
They sure
Charleston did not score the second half.
Nope.
And when they failed to convert on their fourth down late in the fourth quarter,
they were really
But I heard it was a lot of Shannon people at the game because Coach Carter.
I mean, I know 3% of people that was at the game. So I mean they supporting the coach like that from a coach. Like there wasn't no bad blood between them, nothing like that.
And I didn't know that. Heidelberg, they have been through 3 different coaches in 3 years. This is their third.
Neither.
They were talking about that on the broadcast. This is their third.
Yeah, I saw
coach.
in the interview after the game that on Coach Carter, he had getting emotional.
Yeah, he was crying. I saw
but
that.
He gonna have them boys right.
Yeah, because their quarterback a freshman.
He gonna have them boys right. I'm telling you.
Heidelberg quarterback is a freshman, and that young man kept his composure.
Yeah, he played
the entire game. He even ran for a 65-yard touchdown.
That boy been playing ball all season. He led him to the state championship.
Exactly. So he's definitely doing his thing.
Nah, for real.
The last game tonight was Class 6A.
6A, yep, Grenada and West Jones.
Yes. This game, West Jones ended up winning this game 23-3.
Yep.
But this game,
that was a great game in the first half.
Yes, because at halftime,
great game in the first half.
At halftime, the score was 3-3.
Yep.
Good defensive game. The first half.
West Jones just came out second half, different mindset, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know they were undefeated. It says Mustangs cap an undefeated season and claim MHSAA Class 6A state title. It's their second state title and the first one since 2020.
Okay, y'all. We watched the 2A game, y'all, but we didn't really watch this game because we was watching another game that we're going to talk about later on in the video.
Yep. But so that was congratulations to all the teams that have won.
Yep.
1A again was Biggersville, 2A was Charleston, and 5A was West Point, 6A was West Jones. Tomorrow you have Class 3A with Winona and Noxubee. Class 4A is Columbia and Louisville. And Class 7A is Starkville and Oak Grove. Now, I think tomorrow all 3 of those will be great games to watch. But
and I'm trying to get some words in, but y'all know how she just be going on at the mouth. But I think they all going to be some good games to watch, too.
Y'all see how I'm looking at him. Y'all see how I'm looking at him, don't you?
She be running at the mouth. Y'all know that. I'm always saying that, babe. It is what it is.
Anyway,
let's continue on the outline.
Next, we have college football.
Yep.
Now, you're going to have to pull these stats up because they on my phone and I forgot to screenshot. We just watched.
How you going to be the outline?
Well, you ought to quit using my phone to record then.
Well, buy a camera. Go ahead and buy that camera.
The next college football that we're finna talk about, Washington and Oregon played tonight. Matter of fact, they just got done 30 minutes ago.
That was the game I was just talking about, y'all, that we was in there watching. It was a great game.
That was a great game to watch there,
for real.
Washington pulled it out. What was the score?
34-31.
Washington pulled it out.
Washington just solidified their spot in the college football playoffs.
Hold that thought. We gonna bring that up, but hold that thought. Why it goes back to what we talked about, what we've been talking about all these business shows about Washington. They know how to close games.
Washington been in these close games all year, like she just said.
They know how to close games. They like on 3rd and 8 when that boy ran for the first down.
Exactly.
I mean,
and I meant to look that up to see if that was the boy from Mississippi. Let me look that up real quick. Right now, but go ahead, keep going.
No, it was Bo Nix. He did his thing too, though. But one thing. If y'all watch the game, y'all comment in the comment section on YouTube and let me know what y'all think. I think the commentators were real Bo Nix. I mean, everything that Michael Pitts Jr. would do. Well, Bo Nix did this.
Yeah.
Michael Pitts threw for 12 yards. Well, Bo Nix threw for 13. I mean, it was that type of commentating to me.
You think it's like that?
Yeah, and I don't like it when you can tell
it is him.
who the commentators are rooting for. I'm sorry, that's who?
Yeah, dude from Mississippi, from Greenville, Washington, running back Dylan Johnson.
That boy had a game.
That boy had a great game tonight.
Had a game.
I'm about to get into the stat. I'm gonna go and let you finish.
He played hurt too, but that young man had a game
he
tonight.
Did have a game. Starting off with Washington stats, Michael Penix Jr. was 27 and 39 with 319 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown with 1 interception. Dylan Johnson, boy, who was just talking about, he had 28 carries for 159 yards with 2 touchdowns.
How Mississippi State let that boy go?
For real, then he averaged almost 5.5 yards per carry. Let me see some receiver. That number 11, Jay McMillan. He had a good game too. He had 9 receptions, 131 yards. But going to Oregon stats, Bo Nix, he was 21 to 34, 239 passing yards with 3 passing touchdowns and an interception. T. Ferguson, at tight end, had 17 yards on 4 receptions and 2 touchdowns. And then everybody else, like they running back, Jay James had a touchdown. T. Holden had another touchdown.
I mean,
it was a back and forth game.
It was a back and forth.
A very good back and forth game.
It was a good game. And getting into the college playoffs, like you said, because Washington won tonight, that have solidified their spot in the college playoffs.
They did. Y'all, I know y'all see me wiping the sweat out my forehead. It is hot in here.
It is not hot in here. I don't know what's wrong with that
it's
boy.
Hot.
He got the ceiling fan on and everything, y'all. But what number you think they're gonna put Washington at? I'm thinking 2.
I'm thinking 2 too, but I think they might stay at 3. Because I know Michigan gonna beat Iowa tomorrow, and most of the college games that happens tomorrow, we talk about them on Top Game Tuesday, but we are gonna talk about it on this episode.
So tune in to Top Game Tuesday.
Yep, but we are gonna talk about on this episode too, again as well. But like I said, I got Michigan beating Iowa, staying at number 2. I got my boys Bama beating Georgia, jumping. Well, if we beat Georgia, I don't see them putting us at 1. Because we have a loss.
If Bama beats Georgia tomorrow, this is what I think.
We not gonna be at 1.
No, of course not.
We got a loss.
Y'all gonna be at 4.
Yeah. We gonna be at 4. Michigan gonna be at 1. Washington gonna be at 2. And I don't know.
That third spot gonna depend on if Florida State beat Louisville.
Yep, that's exactly what it's gonna depend on.
But
Oregon, I'm sorry, Oregon out of it.
I'm just gonna say
Oregon
that by Oregon losing tonight, that helped Bama's playoff chances if they go take care of business tomorrow.
Too, though, you're going to have to look at Texas as well.
Yeah, Bama need Texas to lose tomorrow.
We do. We need to win. We need Texas to lose.
Actually, you need Texas and Florida State to lose tomorrow.
How?
To get in?
No, we just need Texas to lose. Florida State if Florida State win, what's Florida State now? Number 5 or number 4?
They're number 4.
They're gonna bump up to 3. If Texas lose, we gonna go to 4 because we beat the number 1 team. How we not gonna get in there and beat the number 1 team?
That goes back to the question.
Oh, unless they just keep Georgia in it.
I'm just finna say that goes back to the question we were talking about on Top Game Tuesday. If Bama beats Georgia tomorrow, do you put 2 SEC teams in? Because if Bama win and Oregon already done lost and Texas lose, I would give Georgia that number 4. That I would give Georgia number 3 spot and Bama number 4 spot. Yes.
I would too, because that's what I want to see in a college football playoff. I would rather see 2 SEC teams than a Texas and a Florida State. And especially Florida State don't have a starting quarterback. They having a third string true freshman that might have to play tomorrow in a championship game. They can determine their college football playoff spot. So I don't know if I would want to watch them in there, but if they do win, they do deserve to be in there.
Yeah,
they still are undefeated.
I agree. Yeah.
So a lot of stuff gonna happen tomorrow. And it's gonna
Florida
be crazy.
State has had a very hard strength of schedule, if you ask me, because their first game they played LSU. They have played. Who else have they played?
They played who? Florida State. I really don't know. I know they played Florida.
If we hadn't talked about it, I could have told y'all. My mind.
But they have played a lot of some decent teams. Yeah. They haven't played as no pushovers for real.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see Sunday at noon when they come out. We're gonna talk about it on Top Game Tuesday, so be on the lookout.
That's right. All right, NFL.
Thursday
night football.
No, I do got something else in college football because I've been hearing this all week. They've been talking about this the last Pac-12 game. And I really didn't know what they meant.
You should have Googled it.
I did. That's why I'm about to say that. See?
Oh.
Thank you. See, y'all. See, boy, I'm going to start being the outliner because I be having all my stuff. I be having all my stuff locked and loaded. But for all the people that didn't understand why they were saying the last Pac-12 game like I would, basically, Oregon and Washington announced that they will be joining the Big Ten alongside USC and UCLA in 2024. They gave Arizona State, and Utah calls to join Colorado in the Big 12, leaving no other team in the Pac-12 in 2024.
So the Pac-12 is demolished.
Yep.
It's gone.
Everybody that left and went to somewhere else, went to another conference. Everybody want to come to the SEC anyway. We don't want all y'all. I don't know why SEC is the most powerful conference in college football. Y'all coming over there to lose.
We ain't want Texas and Oklahoma. They could have stayed where they was at.
Well, I get Texas, Oklahoma. They about the only other team that got enough firepower. To keep up with this shit.
I agree.
Oregon every night, and like this year, Oregon they probably could have, but next year Oregon probably ain't gonna be able to.
Because I think Bo Nix, girl, he got to be done.
He got. I was just counting. They said something about he played against Oregon and Auburn. He was 18 or something like that.
No, in 2018.
No, they said when he was 18 years old. They said this don't look like the same 18-year-old Bo Nix.
Oh, I thought they said.
And then I counted up the years. He 23 now, so that's 5 years. So I think this might be his last year.
Because he got that COVID year.
I think this might be his last year. But yeah, go ahead and jump over into the NFL side of the world.
All right, NFL Thursday night football. Solomon had a game last night.
Yeah, we sure did. So we really didn't watch the Thursday night game. Well, I caught the end of it.
I didn't watch any of it, but from what I could tell, it was a very good game.
It was a horrible defensive game because it was the 5th game in NFL history with no punts.
Yep. 0 punts.
A horrible defensive game.
Yep. But the Seahawks ended up losing to the Dallas Cowboys 41-35. And oh my gosh, you would have thought the Cowboys won the Super Bowl last night.
Man, my Seahawks, I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know how we didn't pull this off. But DK had a good game, though.
Yeah, I was going to say DK must have listened to the podcast and heard what you said.
I saw it. Shout
out DK. Y'all tag him in the comments.
For real. But you going to say the stats?
Yeah, I will. Mm-hmm. But Seattle, Geno was 23 of 41, 334 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception.
Mm-hmm.
Who is their running back? I can't even say his name.
I don't know who that is. Z Charbonnet?
Somebody like that.
Say Charbonnet. That's what I see.
Yeah, he had 19 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Mm-hmm. And like Solomon said, DK had a game last night. He had 6 receptions for 134 yards. And is that a 2? I can't see tonight.
Man, 6 receptions,
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
So, I mean, you would think if one of your star receivers has 3 touchdowns in the game, y'all will win it. But
Dak came back he was 29, 41, 299 yards with 3 touchdowns himself.
I saw that. And then Tony Pollard, he had 20 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown.
Can you not see?
I cannot see it.
And CD Lamb, he had 12 receptions, 116 yards with a touchdown.
Yeah, so I mean, from what I was seeing on social media and stuff, it was a back and forth good game.
It was a good game.
And this win propelled Dak into the MVP conversation.
It did, but the Cowboys needed a win like this because the Cowboys been winning, but they've been blowing teams out, like playing like pushover teams. So a game like this was a close game. They actually have to fight and like really win. That's a good game they need, especially going to the playoff time.
And usually the Cowboys will lose a game like this.
Yeah. So you can really see that it's a different Cowboys team now.
But speaking of MVP, according to ESPN, the NFL MVP watch, you got Jalen Hurts as number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes 2.
Yep.
Dak Prescott 3.
Okay.
Lamar 4 and Tyreek 5.
I
don't disagree with that.
I don't disagree with that either because Jalen Hurts is playing. He balling.
He is, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is balling. He just need a receiver to ball with him.
That's gonna catch the ball.
Exactly. Dak been playing. I'm not.
Dak has been playing.
Dak been playing his tail off. Lamar, of course. Lamar
out there being Lamar doing his thing.
And Tyreek Hill being Tyreek Hill.
The one argument I have about this list,
they're not gonna give it to a receiver.
But I would change Tyreek Lamar to number 4 and Lamar number 5 because, like I just said, Lamar is doing what Lamar does. Yeah. He's not going up. It's like he's staying stagnant to me. So that's why I would say he was number 5. I
can see where you're coming from with that right there because Lamar Jackson, he like you said, he doing what he does. He win the regular season, he take him to the playoff, but he got to finish.
You got to you got to take that next step.
So, yeah, I get what you're saying.
But the game Sunday, I feel like they just played last week. The Colts and the Titans. I feel like they just played last week. No, one of them played the Panthers.
No, it was the Buccaneers. It was the Buccaneers and the Colts and the Titans and the Panthers.
Okay.
That's what that was.
Who you got?
The Titans and the Colts?
Yep.
I got the Titans. Nope. I got the Colts. I take that back. The Colts, they surprised me when they played the Bucs. And I bet it with the Bucs. So I'm going to go with the Colts this game.
Yeah, I do too. I got the Colts. I like the Colts. I like Gardner Minshew. So that's why I keep writing. I like Will Levis too, but the Titans just ain't. I don't know. They gonna have to get a quarterback, and I
Well, I think Will Levis.
Yes, I think he's
young. Yeah, he's still a rookie. He
exactly.
gotta develop and grow. So
right,
he gets the benefit of the doubt.
And Ryan Tannehill just not a guy that he needs to learn from.
I don't know. Because I did see one thing where they said they was comparing and saying how Ryan Tannehill said he wasn't gonna help Malik Willis and train him, but when they dropped the Will Levis, they said they had to interview Ryan Tannehill again. He said he gonna do anything that he can to help him. So I don't know. They was trying to play that as like a racist thing.
Yeah, a race card thing.
But I don't know. I feel like if he does, I feel like Ryan Tannehill knows the game. It's just when he playing.
He can't execute.
Yeah. So I don't think it'll be bad to learn from him.
Chargers.
Yeah, I got to Chargers win that game. Patriots, they going downhill. Bill, retire.
I don't know if it's Bill or the quarterback or what.
I just say retire for you make yourself look bad.
Even worse than you look now. Exactly. Lions Saints.
That's gonna be a good game.
I think that's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be
too.
a good game. But I got the Lions pulling it off.
I'm going with the Lions
pulling it off.
But the Saints are due for a win.
Right. You can't count them Saints out. You cannot count the Saints out.
So, I mean, I don't know where they playing it, though. They playing it in New Orleans or Detroit? I think the home team on the bottom.
I don't know, but I think I got the Lions still. It's going to be a great game, but I have the Lions winning it.
Yeah, I do, too. Falcons, Jets.
Yep.
I'm going like my boy Will last week.
Yeah, I'm going with the Falcons. The Falcons surprised me. Like, Desmond Ridder, he had a game. Yeah. Jesse Bates had a game. The Falcons came out and surprised me. I'm going with the Falcons.
Speaking of the Jets, though, you saw Aaron Rodgers been cleared.
He didn't tear his Achilles, bro. I don't think he did, bro.
You know, okay. I'm glad you said that because probably about 2-3 weeks ago, I saw something on social media. They said Aaron Rodgers is just doing this to trick the medical community because you remember when COVID first came out and they were talking about the NFL vaccinations, that players had to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
Everybody was trying to get vaccinated.
Right. And 1 minute he said he had it, the next minute he said he did.
Yeah.
It was just a whole big controversy.
Yeah, he just doing it, throw the media
Right.
out. But
they said he didn't tear his Achilles. He just doing it.
Do it again, yeah. But I don't think he tore his Achilles. Now, he probably strained it or something, but I don't think it was a full tear because he came back fast,
He
bro.
came back too fast to me, it seemed
like. fast. I don't think I would have came back.
And then I also read something. It was just today that I read where he said if the Jets have no chances of making the playoffs, then there's no reason for him to come back, which we've been saying that.
Exactly. We've been saying that on the podcast,
bro.
So, like, as the way it's looking right now, I don't think they have a chance of making it to the playoffs.
I don't either unless they go on a winning streak.
And everybody else lose.
Yeah. Not Commanders. Cardinals and Steelers.
I got Steelers winning that. The Steelers are going to mess around and make the playoffs without trying.
We said that on Top Game Tuesday.
Like,
the Steelers
crazy,
find ways
bro.
to win. Like, do you know Mike Tomlin has never had a losing record with the Steelers? Like, never.
I believe, bro, the Steelers always find a way to win these games. Like, you'll look up the Steelers just playing horrible. But you mess around, look again, they done
won the game.
Like,
yeah.
what?
Yep. Dolphins, Commanders. I got the Dolphins.
I got Dolphins, too. Y'all screaming for my coffin, but I got the Dolphins, too.
Broncos, Texans. That's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a good game.
I'm going with Texans.
I'm going with Texans,
I'm going with the Texans.
Texans literally lost by this much last week because of a field goal. So I'm going with the Texans. I don't think I don't think Russ got enough to beat C.J. Stroud.
I think C.J. is too elusive for the Broncos defense.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of C.J., he is the first rookie in NFL history to have four straight games with 300-plus passing yards.
I saw that. Mm-hmm.
That boy Rookie of the Year.
They
need to go and
offensive
get
rookie of the year.
Offensive rookie of the year. Go and get
like,
to him.
honestly, and I would put him in my MVP conversation. I would, because he been playing. Like, he been balling. You look at stat for stats. He been balling. He haven't been winning.
Yeah.
But he been playing.
But they really, I mean, they 6-5.
They 6-5.
So they got an okay record.
You're right, but you can't compare that to like the Jalen Hurts record. Like
Exactly.
10-1, Patrick Mahomes,
Exactly.
That's why. But he definitely get offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I'm going with the Texans on this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a division game, so it's going to be a good game. The Panthers and the Buccaneers.
No, it's not. I got the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
and I hate to say it, but my boy Bryce Young has no help.
No help.
He literally has no help over there.
None. Browns and Rams. Speaking of the Browns, before we even do our pick, you remember Joe Flacco?
Yeah, he playing. He is playing.
That's who the Browns got started
bro,
for
Joe
them
Flacco was
Sunday.
like 40 years old, bro. Like, he older than Tom Brady.
Yeah,
almost.
and he is starting for the Cleveland Browns
And they
Sunday.
the Browns gonna. Oh, I don't know. I got the Browns winning. I'll go and say I got the Browns winning. The Browns gonna mess around and win that game.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
And I'm saying that because of their defense.
The defense gonna have to win it for them because I'm definitely not betting on Joe Flacco. Now I really don't know why the NFL did not make this the Sunday night game. They made it the last Sunday day game. Mm-hmm. The 49ers and the Eagles.
That's going to be a good game.
That is going to be a great game.
To watch.
Yes, that's why I should have been Sunday night.
And I'm riding with the Eagles. No, you say that, but the Eagles and not the Eagles, but the Packers and the Chiefs going to be a better Sunday night game than you think. Because Jordan Love is starting to come along. He's starting to actually get used to the Green Bay offense. That's going to be a better game than what you think.
The Chiefs going to win that game.
Chiefs, I do have the Chiefs winning, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
We'll see.
I don't think it's going to be a blow. I think it's going to be two good back-to-back games with a good, well, I ain't going to say a good Monday night game because Joe Burrow not playing.
No, Monday night.
I keep forgetting Joe Burrow not playing.
Monday night is the Bengals and the Jaguars.
I got the Jaguars winning
Me
that.
too.
Joe Burrow is not playing. Like, you can have all the best receivers in the world, but if you don't have nobody getting the ball, you can't do anything with it.
Exactly. But going back to the 49ers-Eagles game, of course, I'm going to ride with my boys up
I'm
in
going with the Eagles.
Philadelphia.
I already said it.
I don't know if San Francisco's secondary can handle AJ and Devontae. I don't know that.
I don't think so either. And I don't think Brock Purdy is going to be able to handle the Eagles, like pressure, D-line pressure.
That Graham boy. He play on the line, I think.
Yeah, Graham on number 7. Big Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox.
I'm finna say, even old Fletcher Cox will get in there every now and then.
Brock Purdy's going to be able to handle that pressure. That what is really going to depend on the defense. Which defense get the most stops and which quarterback have the best game. And I know Jalen Hurts is going to come out there and have a game.
And speaking of that, on the opposite side, I don't know if Slay will be able to control Debo. Slay is slow. Slay he's a Mississippi State boy. He has lost the step.
You right. So, but at the same time, it's more than just him covering Debo.
Well,
too.
that's
It's
true.
a whole defense.
Yeah.
I feel like their defense got other playmakers and players that can not say necessarily stop Debo, but contain him. But a key factor in this game for the Eagles gonna be DeAndre Swift running that ball, which you know he gonna do, and Devontae Smith with catching the ball. And with the 49ers, it's going to be the same way with Brandon Ayuk because he a sleeper.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's my favorite player from the 49ers. A lot of people don't be talking about him, but he makes a lot of big plays.
I agree with that.
And Chris McCaffrey going to have to run the ball too. But you know he going to get his yards.
Chris McCaffrey going to have to run the ball, but the D-line of the Eagles going to have to stop him. They're going to have to shut him down.
If they stop the run game, the Eagles going to be okay because I don't have faith in Brock Purdy having to throw the ball all game.
And what about, you said that they was going to have to stop Devontae. What about AJ? I mean,
they're going to have to stop AJ, but at the same time, AJ is the main focus.
You think they're going to double team AJ?
AJ been getting double team all year.
Yeah.
He's the main focus, just like Debo is the main focus.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk is the wide receiver too, just like Devontae Smith the wide receiver too. They're going to have big games to step up in a big moment. But
and both of them have proven that they can step up.
They have shown up in those big moments. Like, it's going to be a great game.
The Eagles are underdog in this game. I don't know about how much, but the Eagles are underdog.
Which is crazy to me, the same way Washington was underdog, which is crazy to me. Like, how are these teams underdog and they already improved?
Washington was almost almost a 10-point underdog.
Exactly.
That was like 9.5.
Exactly. Like these teams already proved what they can do. How are they the underdogs?
All right, you gonna do the rushing and I do the receiving, or you gonna?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the top receiving yards through the end of this past Monday.
What week 13?
I don't even know what week
it's
we
week
in
13.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, you got Tyreek Hill at 1,324.
Okay.
Keaton Allen, he always surprises me.
I'm telling you, he's consistent.
Yeah.
Like he's consistently like doing it.
He has 1,117. CD Lamb 1,066. AJ Brown 1,050, and DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears 1,003.
Okay, them don't surprise me. A lot of names moved up.
But Keenan Allen,
like DJ Moore from the Bears, he's been playing.
He has been.
He catches every ball.
Yeah.
Rushing yards, Christian McCaffrey is number 1 with 939. Raheem Mostert is right behind number 2 with 785. Josh Jacobs is number 3 with 771. DeAndre Swift right behind him with 770. And then Derrick Henry comes in at number 5 with 739.
You know, even
Derrick Henry surprised me being up there.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Even though Derrick Henry is old, he still he's not old,
but
he's football old, if that makes sense.
He's running back year old.
Yeah. So he for him to make that list, that's still, that's pretty good.
But before we jump over to the basketball side of the world, did you get this, what I sent you on Instagram about the potential early prediction for 2024 free agent running back market?
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and let y'all. It say this a prediction now, y'all. This might not really happen, but this is what they predicted. Saquon signing with the Buccaneers.
I can see that.
I don't see the Buccaneers, but I do see him leaving New York.
Well, and the reason I say I can see that is because you remember when the Bucs won the championship, they had Leonard Fournette.
They had a good running game.
And to me, Saquon Barkley is a Leonard Fournette type
so
back.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Where you coming from with that. I can see where you coming from. They got Derrick Henry signing with the Ravens. Hey, that's gonna be a good pickup for the Ravens because J.K. Dobbins, he keep getting hurt. Like, I'm sorry, but he keep getting hurt.
And the Ravens,
I don't. If he go to the Ravens, the RPO game will be crazy with Lamar.
The
RPO game be crazy with Lamar,
then,
but I don't see that though. I can't see it.
I
can't see it. They got Alvin Kamara potentially being traded to the Bills. Now I can see that him going to the Bills with Josh Allen. Josh Allen, like, he'll make him work. For real, because Alvin Kamara, he a monster out there receiving.
Yeah. That would be a good move for Alvin.
I can see that.
Because he's a good, he can catch the ball. He's a good catcher running back.
Yeah, good elusive back.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm. They got Austin Eckler from the Chargers signing with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs got who they running back? Clyde Edwards.
And they got Pacheco, number 10. I don't see them actually going through with that because they
running back. Yeah.
They got Josh Jacobs potentially signing with the Patriots. I hope he don't do that.
Nah.
Not taking anything away from the Patriots, but I hope he don't do that. I'd rather him stay in Oakland.
The Patriots need to be worried about a quarterback.
Yeah, they need to be worried about for real. And then they got DeAndre Swift being franchise tagged by the Eagles.
Yeah, if the Eagles smart, they'll keep him. They would definitely keep him. Yes,
he's controlling the running game, especially with that monster offensive line they got. And then last one, they got Tony Pollard re-signing with the Cowboys. I can see that too,
But Jerry Jones do some stupid stuff, so I can see him not re-signing him.
I hope, hopefully, if the Cowboys know what they're doing, re-sign him. Because who else is their running back?
Look, I saw something on social media today. It said, chill out, Cowboys. Cowboy fans. Dak don't start choking to the playoffs.
Nah, for real though, bro. Dak has one playoff win, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he win all these regular season games, like I said, but
he can't win the big game.
Exactly. You gotta win in the playoff when it count.
Yeah. Staying with NFL, Zach Ertz got released by the Arizona Cardinals the other day. Yesterday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he cleared waivers today, and he's a free agent now. So
if I was the Eagles, I'm going back to pick him up.
I was just finna say that.
And then y'all Goddard, how you say it now?
Dallas Goddard. He
had
out.
broken forearm.
Oh, speaking of, he's listed as questionable for Sunday.
Okay, a forearm. I ain't just never really
heard
of
when he
broken forearm.
When he first had the injury, they were saying they will hope he would be back by the playoffs. But
now he's saying he's back. So
but the Eagles, I did read that the Eagles are really trying to go after Zach Ertz, For one, because he knows the team.
Exactly.
He knows the chemistry. And for two, he's only 11 yards away from being having the most receptions by. Is he a tight end or wide receiver?
tight end.
But for a tight end in Eagles history. So
11 yards for most receptions.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the most receiving yards?
Yeah, ain't that what I said?
No, you said reception. That's what I mean. That's what I'm asking. That's why I said reception.
We're receiving yards
yeah.
for.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. But
Eagles
like I said,
tight
if I'm the Eagles, I'm going back again. Like you said, he know the team. He been around the team. I think he was on the team when they won that first Super Bowl.
I think he was, and I really think he would be another weapon for Jalen Hurts to throw
exactly.
to.
And then he another veteran just to lead the guys as well.
Before we leave football. Football. You know how we were talking about Washington know how to close out games? Philadelphia know how to close out games
too. Exactly. That's why, like, as of right now, bro, if I'm picking any team to win Super Bowl, I'm picking Philadelphia.
They know how to close out games. Now, they had to go to overtime with the Bills.
They did.
But they closed it out.
Exactly,
I mean,
like you just said.
Yeah. And if y'all go back and listen to Top Game Tuesday, we talked about it. Jalen Hurts had a horrible first half.
He had a horrible first half.
I mean, he kept his cool, and like they was talking about on ESPN how like he just keep his composure.
Exactly, like Jalen Hurts. Every time he make a big play, he don't even celebrate. I noticed it. Like I saw it on TikTok one day where it did. Like he doesn't do no celebration. He just hand the ball to the referee, look at the crowd staring down, then
go back to the next play. I mean, I like Jalen. I've liked Jalen since he was at Alabama. I mean, he's a role model for kids out there. In my opinion, that play sports the way he handled the Alabama situation. So shout out to him. Y'all tag him in the comments. Jalen, come to Mississippi with AJ. You can come to the show. You and AJ both. Y'all welcome.
Y'all both some be different type of guy. We'll get y'all some merch and everything, man, for real.
Okay. NBA.
Let's go ahead and jump to the basketball side of the things.
I can't remember if we talked about this or not. Did we talk about Draymond Green coming back after his 5-game suspension?
We talked about it on Top Game Tuesday.
Okay.
I think so.
He came back. Got to take his first game back.
Yeah, we talked about it on Top Game Tuesday.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we had talked about it.
Here too, though. But, man, Draymond, you got to stop, bro. Like, I'm looking dead in the camera, so if you ever watch, I'm going to look you dead in the eye. You got to go, bro, you a role model, bro. Like I said on Top Game Tuesday. You too old
to be a bully.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said on Top Game Tuesday, bro. Kids look up to you. Think about it, you got a little kid that playing basketball, and they just go out and choke and just choke somebody, chokehold somebody. And they say, well, I saw Draymond do it. That's a bad look on your name in the NBA now. You got to be careful, bro. Watch what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, and you know that the refs are going to be watching you super hard.
Exactly.
So don't give them nothing.
Don't give them a reason.
Don't give them any ammunition. I can't even talk. But don't give them that.
Don't even give them any reason to try to get it
and he did that game. I can't remember what night it was, but I mean, come on, Draymond. And Kenny Smith said something on TNT the other night. He was like, pretty soon, we're not going to know Draymond, the basketball player.
Exactly.
We're going to know Draymond, the fighter.
Exactly. That's messing up his name, like I just said. Literally.
And pretty soon, that's going to start messing with your money. Yep. Not only your NBA money, but your endorsement money.
Exactly. People ain't going to want to work with you no more. Like, bro, you putting out a bad image. What NIL is name, image, and likeness. You putting out a bad name, image, and likeness on yourself.
And don't get me wrong, you know, we ain't soft over here to be different podcasts.
But you be doing too much,
exactly.
Bro.
I mean, like, you want to some be different podcasts, hoodies and something. We'll send you one.
We got you now if you want to be on the show, but we just tell you, like, we be real over here. Like, bro, you got to chill out with what you're doing. Because, like, you a black man.
Exactly.
They already think we aggressive and feisty and the animals already, bro. You got to chill out.
And you living up to the stereotype. I mean, and that's the thing about it, you know. You represent all black men, so just think about that. And I like Draymond as a player. I think he's a great player.
Exactly, like I've been saying, the Warriors cannot run their offense without you, bro. You literally run that offense. He was a key role
in the Warriors championships, but you got to do better, man. You just got to do better.
Yeah, but speaking of NBA, bro, I'm looking at this stat that you sent me from LeBron, and this is crazy. Like we've been saying, LeBron gonna be number one on almost everything just because his longevity. But this stat right here literally proves it. It say to pass LeBron in all-time points, a player will have to average 35 points per game, play 75 games every season, and play for 15 and a half years. Then it also said to pass LeBron in all-time minutes, a player will have to average 36 minutes per game, play 90 games every season, and play for 20 years, bro.
That ain't gonna happen because the NBA is not 90 games. First of all,
Exactly. But I'm saying though,
that's crazy.
like that is so crazy. His longevity, bro. Like,
and then that stat said 15 and a half years. I don't know what's the average that an NBA player plays, but I think it's lower than 15.
Bro,
you know,
Bron, like you just gotta put this in perspective. For one, you gotta be you gotta be good enough just to stay in the league, to stay on the team. For one, to get playing time.
Exactly.
Then for two, you have to take care of your body long enough to continue to keep playing and keep being dominant, like LeBron, really. Cause like you can't compare that to nobody else, but like
nobody. And I don't think I sent you this. I just sent my phone, but of course we can't use my phone. LeBron, he reached the most points, I think, quicker than Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. In fewer days than Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. I mean, and I could be totally wrong about that stat. It could be something else, but he did something quicker than Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. But I don't know what it is.
Again, bro, like we said, LeBron gonna be number one on everything, good or bad. I got this other stat right here. They say insane fact about LeBron. Michael Jordan, you sent me this one too.
Because I'm a LeBron fan,
exactly. I don't have no favorite
That's
NBA
my
team.
guy.
Y'all
I ain't got
know
no favorite team, but LeBron is my guy.
But it's just crazy, dog. It's just mind blowing. It said the worst loss of Michael Jordan's career, 44 points, took place when he was 38 years old and 38 years and 333 days old. The worst loss of LeBron James' career, 44 points, took place last night. Well, this was 2 days ago, but the other night. To that on that day
they played the 76.
Yeah, on that day he was 38 years, 333 days old.
Same age as Michael Jordan.
Same age as Michael Jordan. That's their biggest loss. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But I mean,
like that
two of the best to ever play
exactly,
the game.
And they didn't hit their biggest loss until he was almost 40 years old.
Exactly.
At the end of their career.
And I don't know how long Jordan had been in the league. That's what Jordan was, second time in the league.
Yeah, when he got
did
the picture
that.
right here, he was with the Wizards.
Exactly. So, and LeBron been in the league how many years? 20 something?
Almost 20 years.
Yeah, so
probably over 20 years.
That's crazy that it took that long for him to have his biggest loss. But speaking of LeBron, to me, family comes first. No matter what job you do, family comes first.
Yeah.
And it was on social media that LeBron has already told the Lakers. Bronny,
yep.
Bronny has been cleared to resume all basketball activities.
Okay,
in USC.
okay, that's good. That's good.
So he's been practicing, and they are expecting him to be playing any day now.
Oh yeah, Bron. I already know Bron. He already told them, I'm going to watch my son play.
Bron told the Lakers if they have a game the same night as Bronny makes his debut, he will not be there.
I don't
Bron blame you.
Exactly. Bron is a dad, bro. That's his child. This is a one in a lifetime chance moment, bro. For real, he watching his son play his first college basketball game.
Exactly. Family come first. Their job gonna always be there.
Exactly.
Basketball gonna always
basketball
be there.
is always gonna be there.
And
even when Bron do retire, guess what? He still be able to watch it at home.
Exactly. You are a daddy first, so I mean,
hey, I don't
kudos
blame
to
you,
you. I don't blame you at all, because baby, I'll take off in a heartbeat to go see this one play. They already know over there.
But
he got a game. I need to leave early. it is what it
is.
I mean,
that's just part of being a parent. But did you watch the LSU game when Angel Reese came back? I know I'm jumping from all over the place, but it's still basketball.
That was last night. We was at your game last night.
It was last night when
that
she
was
came
Thursday
back.
night,
I didn't know it was last night. I thought it was earlier in the week.
Yeah, she came.
But I know she had 19 points though.
Yeah, Angel Reese she came back last night. Another LSU player, I think her name is Samaya. She's out for the season with a torn ACL.
Oh, for real? It happened last night?
No, it didn't happen last night. The day Coach Mucky announced that Angel would be back, she announced about Samaya having a...
Oh, and prayers out to her then, man.
Yeah,
for speedy recovery. For real.
I saw something on social media about Angel when she did her press conference after the game, and she said... She alluded to the fact that she was gone because of her mental health, because she said, my mental health always come first. So to me, by her saying that,
you think she was missing because of mental health issues?
Yeah, she needed a mental break. And baby, I get it.
Yeah,
I need a mental day right now. So I get it. You know?
I understand that, because like I said, mental health does come first. If you're not to your best ability as a person, how you gonna be able to play to your best ability on the court? So that's understandable right there.
Yes, and I think it goes back to what you said on an earlier episode.
They blew up so fast.
Exactly.
She got all that attention so fast.
Yes, and so that does affect your mental. So
and she's still young, like I said earlier on the podcast. That stuff right there is a lot to handle as a young, just a young person in general. I was gonna say a young woman, but just as a young person in general, all that attention and media always on there 24/7. Everybody watch her 24/7 all the time. That's just a lot on you,
especially if you're not used to it. So, girl, thoughts and prayers go out to you and your mental health. You have to take care of your mental first. You take care of you first. It goes back to what we just said about LeBron. Basketball is gonna be there. Take care of your mental health first. But moving on, tonight, a couple of hours ago, Kevin Durant moved into the top 10 of all time scores. Bro,
I'm saying it here, and I've been saying Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer of all time that I didn't saw. Cause I didn't watch Michael Jordan them. I always watch the old highlight game, the old game, Hardwood Classic. But Kevin Durant to me is the greatest, is the best scorer of all time.
You think he better than I forgot who I was going to say. Steph Curry.
Yes, you cannot stop KD. Kevin Durant is a 7-foot point guard. You cannot stop nothing that he does. He gets to his spot, he gonna shoot it off your head, and he gonna make it every time.
And he got that sweet spot. He does.
Like, you cannot stop that at all.
But he moved into number 10 with 27,410 points. He passed Moses Malone tonight.
Okay.
The next player that he would have to have more points than would be Carmelo Anthony, and Carmelo has 28,000. I don't know because my picture is blurred.
Let me see.
It's blurred.
It's blurred. I can't see it either.
I think they say 28,489.
I think that what it does. I think it said that Kevin Durant, he gonna pass that for this
season.
I
can see him passing.
He had 27,400.
Carmelo
10 right now. Kevin Durant.
Honestly, based on this list, he's number 10 now. Go to Instagram on your phone.
Okay. What I'm looking for.
It's on ESPN posted. I didn't send it to you.
So you didn't send it to me?
ESPN posted.
Let me look it up. ESP. Y'all, this should be showing y'all that we just real and authentic, man. Just be like this sometimes.
It's a picture
right here.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Kevin Durant entered the top 10 all-time scoring list. Like we said, he had 27,410 right now currently. But this was 2 hours ago, and plus the game just ended, so I know he had more points than that.
Yeah, he had more than that.
But again, this was Carmelo at 28,289, so I'm guessing
he definitely gonna pass Carmelo.
And then above Carmelo is Shaq with 28,596.
I know he's gonna pass Carmelo.
I don't know.
Shaq, I'm iffy about.
It's gonna depend on how far they go in the playoffs.
Yeah, so if he passes Carmelo, he'll be number 9 on the list. So I mean, shout out to Kevin Durant. He out there balling.
Again, to me, he's the greatest scorer of all time. 7-foot point guard. You can't stop him. He get to his spot, he making it every time.
Yep. Some other NBA. What the Clippers doing?
Right now, I was about to say the score. The Clippers didn't play tonight, but I think they played. They played one of these. They lost last night to the Warriors, 120 to 114.
I know. Jason Tatum got ejected tonight against the. They played the 76ers, and he got 2 ticks, so he got ejected.
Dang, for real? All right, y'all. We gonna.
But the Celtics still won.
They did 125 to 119. I got it right here.
Okay, well, he didn't play. Embiid didn't play. I don't think Maxey played.
Yeah, I don't. It said right here. Patrick Beverly, he played. He had 26 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Robert Covington, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Tobias Harris, 14 points, 5 rebounds. DeAnthony Melton, 21 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Let me see. Joel Embiid did not play. It say illness for him. And Tyrese Maxey say illness as well.
Yeah. I didn't think they played.
And then for Boston, they had Al Horford with 20 points, 6 rebounds. Derek White with 21 points with 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Jaylen Brown, 20 points, 4 rebounds. Jason Tatum, 21.7 rebounds, 4 assists. Jrue Holiday, 13.5 rebounds.
Jason Tatum had how many?
21.7 rebounds.
Even with being ejected, he still had 21 points. Okay.
That boy been hooping.
He was hooping, yes.
Kristaps Porzingis didn't play. He said he got a left calf strain.
Luka didn't play What if
The Mavs played tonight. They played.
Luka didn't play because his girl had a baby.
Oh, for real. Dog. Shout out to Luka. He a daddy now. But the Memphis Grizzlies did beat the Mavericks 108-94.
Okay, Grizzlies. Hey, when it's close time to Ja to come back, ain't it? It's getting close to that time.
I thought Ja he was spent 25 games.
I don't know. I can't remember.
If it is about that time though, because I know if all the NBA teams play the same amount of games, I know they don't play the same amount of games, but I know they play around about. Cause I know I saw this one stat saying the Pistons they didn't win any game they played in November. They went 0 for 15 in the month of November.
In the NFL, they had this stat. It was the Panthers, the Jets. It was 3 or 4 teams that didn't win any games in the month of November.
Yep, that was so if all the games like Memphis played around about that 14, 15 game range, it is about time for them to come back.
Yeah.
But some other scores, the Nuggets beat the Suns tonight 119-111. The Pelicans beat the Spurs 121-106. The Spurs on the losing streak. I think they like 3-15, 3-14.
Wemby didn't play tonight for thigh soreness.
Okay. Like we said, the Celtics beat the 76ers 125-119. The Knicks beat the Raptors 119-106. I saw the Knicks. They the number 1 seed in their in-season tournament thing.
Okay, y'all. We gonna end the show on this one, but we gotta talk about this because this has been swept under the rug. And I was just browsing ESPN and I saw this story.
What's talking about?
The New York Knicks are suing the Toronto Raptors.
For what?
Because basically the New York Knicks saying that a former employee of theirs that works with the Toronto Raptors now was stealing before he accepted the job with the Raptors. But before he left, he was sending practice film, game tape, signs, and all that other stuff to his personal email account.
To the Raptors?
He was sending it to his personal email account. Then from his personal email account, he sent it to Raptors coaching staff.
Okay. So basically almost like the Michigan situation.
Yeah, basically. But
he got more inside.
The New York Knicks are taking it way like they in federal court in New York.
Cheating, literally.
And the Raptors say they are holding to their claim. They knew nothing about this. Like they did. They feel like, and according,
you can go back and check them emails, see if you open them.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, that notification, you're going to be on there unread.
Exactly. And according to the Raptors, like I said, they didn't know anything about this. And they also feel like that the New York Knicks did not give them time to do their due diligence in researching this matter because it was like the Raptors team owner got served the papers on a Friday. Before they could they sent New York Knicks an email that Monday. That Tuesday they got served papers with they were being sued. So it's like they feel like, okay, you suing us and you told us why, but you ain't gave us time to investigate yet. So that's an interesting story.
That's gonna be an interesting story. I haven't heard anything about that.
And they said this is the first of its kind. Of course, they interviewed a lawyer that deals with this. And he says it's one of the first cases that he's ever heard about.
But because this is something like you ain't never heard about anybody. Like this person is an inside man, literally cheating. Literally cheating. That's what he doing.
And they also said that I can't remember. This is like maybe only the second time that this has happened in NBA history.
Yeah, I can believe it.
But guess who the first time was?
Who?
The New York Knicks again. They sued the New Jersey. They the New Jersey Knicks right now, right?
No, they
the Brooklyn Knicks.
They was the New Jersey
They used to be
Knicks.
the New Jersey Knicks. They sued them over some kind of like claim but when the Nets wanted to move to New Jersey, they sued them. I mean, a bunch of mess. This a bunch of mess.
Yeah, like you said, but that is crazy though because like I said, that's almost just like the Michigan situation. Stealing signs, stealing plays. That's like literally cheating, bro.
And then another thing too that they were saying, Adam Silver has not made one comment about this situation.
The NBA like to sweep a lot of stuff under the rug.
Just like we talked on Top Game Tuesday.
I was just about to talk about that. If you haven't listened to Top Game Tuesday, y'all know that we talked about. Well, we didn't talk about on the last episode podcast, but the Chris Paul situation between him and Scott Foster, the referee.
Yep.
You gonna tell him about that?
Basically, what happened was Scott Foster said something to Chris Paul kids. Chris Paul, the daddy, stepped in. He didn't like it. And him
did the same thing I said on Tuesday. You be throwing me
my
off
bad.
with that. Chris Paul's daddy.
basically Scott Foster said something to Chris Paul's kids. Chris didn't like it, and him and Scott been into it ever since.
Yep, and then cause Chris Paul's daddy was watching Chris Paul's son, his grandson. That they had the NBA all had a meeting with Chris Paul daddy, and the son with Scott Fisher, but
Scott Foster.
I said Scott Fisher, Scott Foster, but the NBA swept it under the rug, and that's why it's just so crazy, bro. Like,
yeah, I think
the NBA like try to keep a lot of stuff hidden.
They sweep a lot of stuff under the rug.
But
they do.
Again, they go back to what I was saying. They trying to protect their name, their image.
But okay, going back to that though. If you're, because I mentioned this on a show earlier when Draymond first got suspended for their altercation. This is the NBA. This is their negotiating year with the TV networks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trying to protect their name.
You got to protect your name.
As possible.
But the way Draymond out here doing stuff,
it's messing them up.
ABC ain't gonna want that violence on their TV. Y'all know y'all a sensitive society out there. Y'all don't want to see that violence.
And the NBA is gonna kick Draymond out. I hate to say it, but Draymond is
literally doing it.
Gonna make the NBA fire him from his job.
Yeah, and my question is, you know, he got a whole team around him, but how many of those people that are on his team keeping it a book with him?
Yeah, keeping it real. Like over here, bro, like we said, bro, we love Draymond, bro. Like I said, I love watching his game. Like, he a hustle player. That's
He's passionate. I love the passion.
Exactly, but we
game.
be real over here as well. Like, somebody need to sit down and tell him, like, hey, bro, you need to chill out. Some stuff you doing, bro. You cannot be doing it on live TV, bro. You gotta play basketball and literally just play basketball. And then nothing else. Just play basketball.
And I just thought of this. You know, when the Warriors get put out the playoffs or whatever, he works as an analyst on TNT with.
Exactly. They ain't
gonna want you, bro, if you out here fighting.
Exactly. They gonna be, he too aggressive. He might try to fight one of the other reporters.
Exactly. So I mean, you got to think about the whole scheme of things.
Exactly. You got to look at the bigger picture, but you got to look at how, like, if I do this, how it's going to affect me later. How it's going to affect the future.
Exactly.
But yeah, you got anything else on basketball? Anything else just talk about in general?
No, I think that's it. I think we covered everything.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all know how we close out the Be Different podcast. We always close it out with the quote of the week. Shout out to our cousin Cat. If y'all saw him on the first video.
What up, Cat?
We got another quote from him again, man. He really be giving up the Be Different quotes of the week, but it says, "You can have everything in life you want if you willing just to help other people get what they want."
That's a true quote.
That's a true quote. I'm gonna say it one more time. You can have everything in life you want if you are willing just to help other people get what they want.
Until next time, I'm Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Remember, be different.
Peace. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Be Different podcast. Make sure to listen, download the Be Different podcast every Saturday at 2 o'clock and every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, all at the Be Different podcast.
As always, y'all know you can follow us on social media, Instagram @_Be Different Podcast, Twitter @_Be Different Pod. Go on YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.